Welcome back, everybody, to the Above the Media podcast. I am Cheo El Feo. This is Jada Love.
Jada Love.
This is Nikki the Boss.
Hey.
If you don't already know.
Nikki the Boss.
And we have a special guest today. My guy.
Yes.
My good friend. My little rap crush. If I do say so myself. All right. Filling in for our guy, Xylo, your host, who is out there being a great dad.
Yes, shout out to Xylo.
Just had a baby.
Baby. Doing what fathers should do, being in their children's lives.
Being active.
Yes.
Being in there.
Xylo, we see you,
so
baby.
we have Kidd Vega. Kidd Vega. Introduce yourself, my friend.
Yes.
What up, guys? How you guys doing? Pleasure to meet you. Yeah, man. I just came out with a whole video called "The People." And I just want you guys to tune in. I've been rapping for quite some time, and I feel like it's about time I get up off my ass and definitely put you guys onto what's happening around the globe and, give you guys some good music, for the most part.
Amen.
Yes.
For that, yes. Check it out. It's really dope. He's very versatile. You're
He's
going to
a rapper
want
for the people.
listen to him. Like, we were listening to him, which we're going to put a snippet.
Yeah,
I can't get enough of it.
We're very impressed.
Yes.
You know? Congratulations for being on our show and being a part of Team ATM. We appreciate this moment with you to basically, show the people that we want to send a message and we want to hear your message and we want to hear what you have to say, what your message and inspiration is to the people. You, like you said, you use art and music is your art. That's how you want to inspire the world. We want
Explain that, because you told me before, you corrected me before. I said he's an activist, and you said what?
I said, well, I wouldn't want to really point out that I'm an activist. I feel like, I'm speaking through art. Because I did make a song called "The People" where I am speaking about a lot of things going on, with what's happening right now in 2020, what we just watched with like George Floyd and everything that's happening, globally, the protests and the Black Lives Matter and stuff like that. And I just feel like I want to bring attention to it. There's a lot of people who just basically, we protested, we walked down the streets, and I feel like after the protest dates, for the most part, it's like people forgot about it.
Yes.
It's like,
that's right.
I'm so glad you pointed that out.
For the most part, it's like, it happened, and it's like, it didn't happen. I feel like, I've been to a few protests, and the ones that I've been to, they kind of shock me, because you go towards the rally, and you march, and then at the ending, when they go backwards, a lot of people were silent, and I feel like, it should be just as strong as forward as it is backwards.
That's right.
And more importantly, I just feel like right now things are slowing down, and I feel like we need to pay attention to what's going on. People need to talk about it. So, for the most part, what I'm doing right now is creating controversy. So a lot of people are like looking at it like, hey, he's an activist. So I want to correct that. I'm an artist. I just feel like artists should be speaking on this, and I want people to know I do make music, and but people aren't speaking on this, and I feel like it needs to be done.
That's right. On the last episode.
Like, honestly, after I did my protests and I was just listening to songs, I'm looking for a song that can match the protests and what's going on in the world. The only thing I could find was Changes from Tupac.
Yeah.
That was the only song that I could find. But now I found a song from Kidd Vega that I can actually relate to bring to the protest. Because we got to continue this. That's what they want. They want us to fall asleep and then forget about it. That's what they want.
It's a temporary.
They want us to forget about it.
They're gonna sugarcoat it.
But we gotta keep on. We gotta keep doing this.
A little bit of love and honey, and they're gonna calm you down for a little bit, and then they're gonna go on to the very next bullshit thing to keep you distracted.
Exactly.
From everything else that's happening.
Because notice that when this whole, when the coronavirus happened, they kept talking about it, and then it stopped. Because what happened, George Floyd, which was something that was serious, something that happened that we were all hurt, like deeply in our hearts.
But
our heart was
the
bleeding.
Virus went away.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. But
Everybody
they stopped talking about it though. Right?
Which is crazy.
Exactly. So that's a sign right there, guys. Let's be aware. Let's be aware.
Wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Wake up to what's really going on.
Exactly.
I like this kid. He's young. You said he was 25, right?
25.
He's 25 years old.
That's right.
It's real hard to see a 25-year-old
with all that knowledge,
all the knowledge,
all the enthusiasm and
awareness.
Right.
That's right.
Usually they're just trying to get lit.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's get lit. everybody, let's get lit. That's what I want to do.
Then and through their music, that's what they talk about, you know.
Yeah,
but he's actually talking about changing our ways and affecting the communities, and that's where it starts.
Shit in this song.
Right.
Yes.
That's what we
By the way, we're gonna
represent.
put a bunch of links after the episode for this.
Yes. You definitely should check him out, honestly, because he really shows that he wants change in the community, and he's not just talking about, you know, just sitting there and being in the community and just chilling. He's saying, let's do something. Like, let's be aware. Let's focus on this.
Exactly.
You know, and we don't see a lot of young people doing that. He's so right.
That's
You know, so
really
congratulations. You know, you're setting the stage. You know, we hope and we sending nothing but peace and happiness and for you to blow up the way you should. You know, for people to see your mark. Because that's what we're about, supporting one another.
It's a big deal because the problem is, you know, everybody wants help. Everybody wants their communities to get fixed. But people forget that this happens from the inside.
That's right.
You know, it doesn't happen from our president. It doesn't happen from our congressman, our governor. No, this stuff has to happen from the inside. You know, and I feel like a lot of key characters in communities, people who are influential, aren't really informed.
Yeah.
That's true.
Is it just me?
It's like a trend.
I feel like people who have stayed in the hood or in the community don't know shit about what the hell's going on.
Or sometimes they do know, but
and
they just don't talk about it. They'd rather not talk about it. They'd rather not rap about it. Like
I wouldn't point it at any specific community like the hood or anything.
No, just
I just feel like in general, people aren't aware of what's going on. Like I feel like when I was trying to aim for the song, I tried mentioning names, and I feel like a lot of people, you know, they found the song dope. They watched the video, they found it very dope. I saw great reactions, but I would then ask them, do you know who that was? Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Do you know what I was talking about? You
Exactly.
know what I mean? And I caught a lot of people, and you know, when I had opened their eyes for the most part on the stories, like, you know, for example, like, you know, Khalif Browder. Like, this is a documentary that was on Netflix, and a lot of people like skip right past this guy. You know what I mean? And the
Because
thing
it wasn't trending.
No, it was trending.
It was trending.
This was trending. Jay-Z was talking about this. Like this was definitely trending. So the thing was, right? He had committed suicide because he was trapped in Rikers Island for, you know, snatching a purse. He was a purse snatcher. But the thing was, he was there for an extension of time that was longer than even if you did have commit the snatching of the
It was unnecessary.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And like, you know, you can see that this guy was definitely not that kind of guy. Like, you know what I mean? Definitely, if you had watched the documentary or just, you know, see how soft spoken this man was, you know, to see what had happened to him. This man was beaten. You know, he was taken to the showers and was beaten, and that was one of the clips I have in the video that you guys are about to watch. And it was crazy to me for the most part how a man could be cuffed, not doing anything, just walking. You could just beat a man like that. You know what I mean? And it was the same kind of thing when I was looking at George Floyd.
who was beating him?
The officers that were in there.
Oh my
God.
Yeah, so there was basically
they were taking advantage of their power.
And mind you, it wasn't even just them because he was also getting attacked by inmates in there and they were doing nothing about it. Majority of his time he was spent in there was in solitary confinement. So it's just like how did this happen? When this man was released, he was then so paranoid with the area. He basically, you know, took his life. And it's crazy, may he rest in peace. But it's just like, I feel like what's crazy about all of this is that a lot of these names switch into hashtags and it's just like, it's forever forgotten. You know
What's his name?
Khalif Browder.
Okay.
And there's more names in it. Like you guys, you know, earlier we was talking about Breonna
People
Taylor.
who are not
Breonna Taylor, yes.
Or, you know, it goes so forth and so on. There's a lot of names on that list. And you know, this goes back to like, you know, Emmett Till days. You know what I mean?
Of course.
You know, you know the stuff.
Of course.
So it's just like, you know, that's, you know, when will it stop, you know, kind of thing. Like, you know what I mean? This thing gets bypassed.
It stops when the information gets out, just like you said, when people get informed. Because you're right, this has been going on forever. It's not growing. It's just being filmed. Will Smith said it.
Exactly.
It's not growing.
It's just being filmed.
It's just being filmed.
That's right.
Okay.
That's crazy.
That's what
I was talking to you earlier, and I was like, who in the hell back in the day could afford a camcorder?
Right, exactly.
$100, $600, $700 for a big ass camcorder, and it wasn't something small. It was you remember them things, right?
Yes.
They were ginormous, and they took cassettes.
That's right.
All right, they were ginormous.
You could have just rewind, cut.
Not only was it not something that was affordable, but it wasn't practical. Okay, but nowadays, everybody's got a smartphone.
Right.
Okay?
Everybody's recording.
Everybody can record 24/7, everything that's going on. And it almost seems to me like the information is getting viewed and put out there, but it's only getting viewed for the purpose of entertainment and not knowledge.
Right.
You
This
know?
should be the time
I feel like
put evidence out there.
I feel like technology is growing more. It is. Let me word this right. I feel like technology. Remember what was the phrase on that show? Technology is gaining knowledge faster than humans are gaining wisdom.
Yes. Yes. That's exactly what they said. Right.
Okay. The times are moving faster than people can keep up, or than people are willing to even want to keep up.
Right, because it gets to a point where it's like you could just got used to one stage of technology and already boom, the next stage is there and you have to keep up with that and keep up with this.
Because let me tell you something. Let me tell you what I've seen, at least in my neighborhood. People are just settling. People are just okay with the way they're living. Mediocre, miserable. They gotta deal with shit. They're like, oh, whatever. Nobody really cares, so why am I gonna try to do something?
Right.
And that type of mentality is almost poisonous in lower middle America, because this is the biggest number group of people, okay, in America. Okay, we're talking about, what is it, 2.3 billion people in America alone or some shit like that? There's a lot of people in America.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course.
Right?
Definitely.
The 1% of the 1% control it all. Then there's the middle class and the poor class. But the poor to lower middle class is literally a ginormous chunk. We're talking about 60% more.
Right.
Maybe more.
It's like a pyramid, you
Okay.
know, the lower class.
And this is the class of people, right?
The higher classes
That are like you, that are like me. They're hardworking, some are crackheads, some are beggars, some own businesses, some are stay-at-home moms. The point of the matter is that these are the people who all feel like their voice won't be heard if they stood up against something that they disagreed upon.
Right.
Because I've always had a problem with watching videos online. I don't get mad at what's happening in the video. I'm getting mad at the fact that the people are recording and not doing something about it.
Right.
Because a wise man once said that fear not the evil ones, fear more the ones that are good that stand by and do nothing about it.
Right.
Those are the ones you gotta be scared of. So we gotta like kind of look in ourselves and be like, okay, what's more important? Me getting likes for this video, or me possibly stepping into that and maybe getting into a conflict, but doing what's right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? That's really where it has to go, because
Standing up.
if
like
people
you said.
truly wholeheartedly believe this is just happening now, that this is something that didn't exist before, and it's just, you are out of your goddamn mind.
The problem is a lot of people don't know their history as well.
Exactly.
They're not informed, and so that's why they're lost, and they feel like, oh my God, it's the end of the world. No, it's not.
I feel like the institution just doesn't teach you that.
They don't.
The school don't teach you that.
It's like what me and Sharon said, they just want to program you, right?
You
Exactly.
just hit the nail on the head,
that's
bro.
right.
That's the one right there, bro. It starts in the schools.
Mm-hmm.
Schools are teaching you to memorize, not to learn anything useful.
It
or
teaches
valuable.
something that's not useful.
Right.
It's not useful.
You know, the elite call schools misinformation.
And this is where we get to our conspiracy side of
Think
it.
about it. The 1% of the 1% don't send their kids to
Seriously.
school.
Yeah.
Let's just
And even
put
if
that out
you
there.
do,
They
some
teach
of
them at
these
home.
kids are being diagnosed with ADHD. They can't focus. You know, they have all these complications and problems. But yet, come on, think about what technology, because going back to technology, what it's doing, they're so advanced in school that they're still trying to keep up with our ways of living as well, you know, because I'm going to be honest, me as a parent, certain things that my daughter has to do in school, I'm like, I don't remember this, or I can't, like, I'm even having trouble with understanding this, you know, so It's true. It's just the way the school systems are being set up now is so different.
And it's not the teacher's fault. It's not their fault.
It's the curriculum they're putting into the schools now. You know, like
it's not the teacher's fault. They're just doing their job.
There's, you know what? There's a whole lot. It's one big messed up system. Okay.
Yes.
It's not like you can fix one bit and then fix it all. You gotta kind of like throw the whole goddamn thing out and
you
start
have to get real.
fresh.
You have to get deep.
You know
have
what,
to send the message. You
what,
know, like
what
this young man is doing through his music.
Exactly. That's
Sending
what I
a message. We have to literally, if that's what it takes is through music, because not for nothing, a lot of music is being put out there, and people are getting famous off of
bullshit.
Let's be real.
Just say bullshit.
Right. Stupidity, not for nothing. Promoting what? What are you promoting? More violence? Come on, let's be peaceful. So when we have people that are utilizing stuff like this, you know what? Let's help promote them. Let's help support them. Because that's what we need. We gotta figure out how to get your attention.
Always been a talented kid.
How to get your focus, right?
You know what I'm saying? Because I remember him, and I've known him for a while. You've always been a talented kid. Why rap?
Why rap?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't even say it's rap, man. I think it's more like just a harmony thing for me. I would say it's more like a rap R&B, but it's kind of like unorthodox because you don't know where I'm gonna come from. Like you know, the thing with me is this, right? When I was younger, at the age that you've known me, right, starting around like 15, 16 years old. See, the thing is, I used to start like this. You know what I mean? Like I used to have Audacity, a mic, and the mic was actually the laptop.
That's
you know what I mean? It sounded better off recording from the laptop as a video than it did as the voice recorded itself. So I used to literally make a video, transition it into a file, and then put it on the beat. Literally, that's how I used to do my songs, right? Now, my point is, where I'm going with this is this, right? These songs that I used to do, I didn't know how to engineer when I was younger, right? So what I would do is imitate the sound. Like if I wanted a deep voice, I would then make a deep voice. So you
did it yourself?
I used to do it myself. Like you know what I'm saying?
Beatboxing.
So
wow.
It kind of used to kill me when I was younger. You know what I mean? For the most part. So
because only you understood your
only I understood what I was doing. But the problem was, people used to hear my songs, and when I was engineering, and when I got better, and when I got the mic and stuff like that, and I started practicing on GarageBand from Apple and stuff like that, I was like practicing off of that kind of stuff. What was happening was this: I was making it sound clear and it sounded dope, but I didn't know how to engineer myself. So I used to make the sound effects above all, right?
Right.
That's so dope. I swear to God, that's hilarious and awesome at the same time.
So it kind of worked out
back
for
in the
me,
day struggles.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like it goes even beyond that. Like that was an upgraded time frame because I used to do it not even off the MP3 but the MP4 player.
Right.
I used to record it off the MP4 player and just do it next hit.
When LimeWire was
oh my
God, LimeWire! That was my favorite app. I loved it.
We're really bringing
that. I was big on it. I did so many CDs. You know, like songs on the CDs from LimeWire, like. Free, I mean, you can't beat it.
Right. You brought it back to those days.
Can't beat it.
I was literally running around like that. And what it did was force me to make these sound effects. So now, you know, after a while when I got more comfortable with transitioning into my sound of music, those sounds come out sometimes. And it's like, you might hear me singing, you might hear me rapping, and then you might hear me on some whole other shit where you're like, who the fuck? Like, you know
yes,
what
very versatile.
You can change yourself.
We definitely heard a few of his tracks, and he is versatile.
Yes,
he's definitely versatile. You guys need to check him out.
Yes.
That's one thing I wanted to bring out, though. You know, not a lot of artists could say that they have time like that they've been putting in. A lot of artists, you know, they want to come out like 5 months in and they're, oh my God, you know, I got like 5 songs and stuff.
No,
this man has like 500 and more, whatever, you know, how many songs he has, because he's been doing it for years. You know, he could literally put his whole like legacy on there. Right. And so, you know, it goes to show his involvement.
Yes.
I'd say it's about to be 10 years.
That's awesome. Wow.
What can you say is like
of me writing?
The one thing that you feel you struggled and you improved on with that evolution, you know?
What I could say for the most part was transitioning with the the evolution, like you change. You know what I mean?
That's the Scorpio in you. I told you, the house of transformation. I tell you.
It's almost like shedding his skin and starting all over.
Yes,
and that's why I'm saying like I had to adapt into all of that. But the main thing is like losing a lot of songs and time frames, because certain time frames you can't pull certain music out and people ain't bumping that shit no more.
That's
but like
right.
like jerk music and shit like that. Like I used to do some jerk songs, like rapping songs on the side, like but like. Nobody listens to that. Like now you're on different types of bops.
Goes to the vault.
Yeah, goes to the vault. You use
but
it
you know
on
what true fans would. That's
true,
when when you're up there. That's when you put it out.
Definitely.
When you have that fan base, you could definitely they'll see your growth through that, and that's the important part is to see that you grew, that you
and
really put your shit together.
That goes exactly to the stand why like a lot of people are like why Kidd Vega, right? Like why have a kid, right? It's Kidd with 2 D's for the.
That's so funny. That was my next question.
That's
why
right.
Kidd Vega? Why the kid? Why the Kidd Vega? And I know it has 2 D's in it.
Yeah.
So the double D is for the double meaning for everything that I say. Majority of my songs, if you hear the way they're scripted out, there's one way to present to the audience, because I know there's 2 different types of fan base. One that listens and one that doesn't. Right?
That's right.
So for the most part, I have to be able to grab it with the catchiness for the one that doesn't and make it sound like I'm saying some dope shit, but also speak to the ones who want to listen to something and speak subliminally to them where they're like, did he really fucking say that?
Yeah.
So I try and twist it up like that, but
cool.
That's dope, but not a lot of people are doing that. That's pretty dope. Intelligent.
Originality, people.
Building networking and audience.
You gotta be
original. Unique rapper.
That's right.
I try.
Everything about you
One
is
of a
unique.
kind.
It's right.
I want to say 60% of all the top rappers nowadays all sound the same.
Yes.
They all
You're authentic.
fucking
You
sound the
stand
same.
out. That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's right.
you definitely need to be heard, because this is what new generation needs to hear. But you can hit it with the old school. You can.
Unfortunately, this is a formula that
awesome.
really works. Because I could hate on my boy Tekashi, but the reason he's popular is because he sounds what? He's different. He sounds different, okay? He's different from every single one of those motherfuckers. That's why he pops.
And he's great at marketing.
And he's a fucking marketing genius, okay?
And he has no fear.
True.
And saying what he has to say.
No filter.
No filter, no
My
fear.
man is unique.
And
different.
He's
Doesn't
ready
sound
for
like
war.
anybody.
He's ready for war. Tekashi 6ix9ine is ready for war.
But yeah, that kid stays there because of the fact that majority of the songs that people are listening to is from when I was a kid.
Awesome.
When I was like 16, 17. You know what I mean? Like
You've just perfected them.
I perfected them, refurbished them. You feel me?
Right.
Of course, I
like
new
that.
songs,
Yes.
but, I pop them in and people they don't catch on, and that's why certain songs I really make storytelling a thing. So like the first 4 videos I'm gonna come out with, they all.
That's what I miss about
Right.
rap. That's
Like
what
a
I miss
puzzle,
about
like a sequel.
They
almost.
they
Like a
sequel
little
with
movie,
each other,
right?
yes.
I need the
I
story.
like that.
Fucking story, man.
Exactly. It's almost like a novella. You're looking for the next episode to come out. Like that's what you want. You want your audience to
As
see
corny as
that.
it sounds, but when that nigga came out and said, "Once upon a time, not long ago," I'm sorry. It's a goddamn story. It was a great story. And it was perfect.
This
Slick
Mother
Rick
Goose
Derulo,
Riddle rhyme.
unfortunately,
Right.
that is what
Yeah.
hip hop and rap is missing.
I like that.
Yes.
Storytelling, man.
Storytelling.
Bringing it back.
Something different.
Yeah.
You're a
You have to-
lyricist.
Yes, you
I
have
mean,
to
you
do
know,
storytelling.
but all at the same time, I respect the new generation because you got people on all different type of flavors right now. You know what I mean? I can't hold it. So I feel like I respect what a lot of people are doing. Some speak, everybody speaks in their own way. To each its own. You say tomato, I say tomato, kind of thing.
Right.
You know? So I wouldn't want to hold it past those artists that maybe some people might not like in sound and flavor, but sometimes I hear through it and I hear what they're trying to say. But for the most part, I just feel like some people they aren't speaking on it at all, and if they do speak on it, it's more like a us versus them type of thing. And I feel like above all, everything needs to be united. And that's what it's really about. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean by the people, and for the most part, I'm gonna be following up with that with a lot more. So that's what I'm doing.
We look forward to that.
Great.
You guys go check him out. Look forward to all his movements. He does have a page which you would want to promote. We know that we want to promote you with that. And
Yeah, my boy
right.
Kidd Vega. You have
The Real Kidd Vega.
Open
You guys
mic,
can follow
go.
me at that.
Yes.
So I go by the Real Kidd Vega. That's DA, Real KIDDVEGA. And yeah, man, you follow me, I'll follow you, type of thing. You show love, I give it. You know, I reflect. Just put a mirror in front of yourself. Treat me how you want to be treated, and that's what you get. You know
That's
what I mean?
right.
So,
I like
you know,
that.
Right, I
Yes,
like
sir.
that. I like
It's
that.
all
Smooth
love.
operator, baby.
Yeah, and you guys
Yeah.
can follow me on everywhere with that. If you can't find me on that, if you hit Google, man, just type in Kidd with 2 D's in the Vega. I will pop up. I promise you I'm first on that. I'm first on that. You can find me on Spotify. And if you do hear my songs, please just ask Siri or Shazam, whichever one you got. Who is this? They will tell you who it is.
Connected. Beautiful.
That's right.
All
That's
right.
right.
Kidd Vega, thank you so much for being over our first interview at the Above the Media podcast.
Yes, my darling.
I
Yes.
want to thank everybody for listening, and until next time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yay!
Shout out to
Gotta
Zylo,
love
your
it.
host.
Shout out to
Skinny
Zylo.
Daddy.
Zylo, your host.
How do you do
With
it?
the most.
Wait, before you cut it.
Zylo,
Never met a coward who could serve and protect. I go for most of them who under a vest. Reason why we protest, consider right. People scared for what's next. I swear to God, this is Trump at his best. I ain't holding my breath.